Alright everyone, we are starting a game. It is myself, Apathy, playing a modified version of the Valkyr. I wanted to try a melee focused one. Um, so I've reduced my range, sort of. I realized that I have 3 ranged dudes and 2 melee. But my ranged dudes are a little bit weaker on upgrades while my melee guys are much more stacked. And I'm playing the first ever time I've played a Bulls of Heaven gang, or played against one, or played one. I've never played one either. So we have a bunch of snapper models, but they're all different if you look at their names. We don't have any other Yetin models, so we get these ones. And it is played by Little Big Wargaming, or in chat is... Sorry, I can't remember. Lorax 111. Yes. Yeah, who has the Zelda logo, which is awesome. His voice has issues, so he's going to be typing. So you'll see on my screen down here when he types, and you'll hear a little blip. Rightio. So we just finished our placement. As you can see, we're all on the one side of the board. I wonder why. We are both melee gangs, despite the snapper models. So we just finished placing. We have our grit. I have 16, and Lorax has 17 because of a gang ability. And we roll to see who goes first, I believe. Deployment begin. After deployment, each player rolls. Yep. Let's pick up a die and we roll. Lorax gets a 5, I get a 1, which I believe Lorax goes first. Your turn, good sir. Okay. Alright, so pick up your spells. I will pause the recording. Okay, I'll pause the recording while we sort that out. Alright, sorry about that. We are back now. Lorax has picked his spells, and we will go through that. Now, for those who want to see, because we will post the lists, but here we go. Smooth Winds has Yojin Focus, Push, and Barrage, while Harsh Wind has just Yojin Focus. And then that is this one here for Smooth Winds, and this one here for Harsh Winds. Alright, and Old Bull, that's the boss, I believe. And then Young Bull and Swift Calf, I believe, are rookies? Young Bull is a soldier. Oh, okay. It's just Swift Calf. Okay. Neato. Alright, yeah, your turn first, so have at thee. Okay. That's a... Oh, I have, 1 boss, 1 enforcer, 2 soldiers, I think? Or... no. I should really know my gang. It was made too long ago. So Mormghoul here, that's my boss. Then I have Acid as an enforcer. Mordo is a soldier and a breacher. And then he has his turret Artie, which is equipped with a grenade launcher. And then Sparrow is a rookie with a sniper rifle. Or sorry, sniper rifle? No, just a rifle. Normal rifle. Cool. Right, so your alpha affects how many? I believe 3? Yeah, okay. Oh, 3 other units, so not him. Okay. Hit F1. There you go, yeah. I'm not going to be too picky about movement, so if you move it a little bit more or less, I really don't care. So those pallets are supposed to be rough terrain, and climbing a half wall is supposed to take 1 inch. So if you want to just move Swift Calf over, nudge, and then move Harsh Winds back or whatever, I don't care. Yeah, that works. So Old Bull still has his main action, right? Okay, so my turn then? Alright. I'm going to activate Artie, and he has a 24-inch range on his grenade launcher. I'm thinking he's going to pop it down right around there. 5 inches there. Out of reach of that one, but it'll hit your boss and these ones, so hit those 4. So my turret will be doing... He's going to aim and do this. That'll be 8 at 4+. Alright, and I'm going to roll them up. 4 plus 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's 4 hits. So subtract your defense from all of those. And if you have Aegis on them, let me just open up your guys here. So it looks like they do have Aegis, yeah. So it looks like, yeah, most of them have Aegis. So everyone but Young Bull. Bull has and Smooth have 2 defense. Alright, so this is also a concussive 1 weapon. So because I got at least 1 hit, I will do at least 1 damage, even on the defense 4 guys. So that 1 damage that gets through that can still be resisted by Aegis. So if we start from Old Bull, so he would take 2 resisted by Aegis. So you'd roll 2, yeah. So looks like 1 wound got in. And then next up would be Harsh Winds, who has 4 defense, which means only 1 gets there, but Aegis roll. So 1 gets through. And then Smooth Winds has a 2 defense, so that means 2 gets through, and an Aegis of 6+. So those are 2 wounds. And then lastly, Swift Calf has defense of 1, so that means 3 wounds get in. Stopped by Aegis, for a total of 3 wounds. Oof, that was a tough turn for you. So that is my artillery's turn. So there is a bit of a problem with grenade launchers and stuff being a little overpowered right now, if you can tell. It's your turn. Okay. So I'm not sure if that is all Yojin Focus does, because you can double move normally. So that does not sound right. Yojin Focus, 2 grit, this model gains a bonus to speed equal to match until the end of their next... Oh, end of next turn. Okay. So it does last longer. Got it. So yeah, so it's just extra speed for 2 turns. Yeah, because you cast a spell and then... yeah, action move, that's correct, yeah. Now... This is not how I thought things were going to go. But... Let's see here. Alright, I'm going to move... Mordo has a speed of 7, I believe. Could be 6, but it doesn't really matter because it's 3 inches away. So he's going to move right up base to base with the Cyberlink, and he's going to breach it. So I get 4 dice, because he has a tech of 2, and 2 times 2 is... Oh, shoot. Uh-oh, we're going to reset the board a little bit. My bad. Sorry, I accidentally deleted one of the tiles. Alright, so there's that. I get 4 dice. Here, and I need 1, 5, or 6. There we go. So I now control that. So that means during my refresh phase, it will provide me with 1 grit. And that is my turn. So yeah, your turn now. Okay. All right. I really wish I had some magic or some way to fly, because that would make this so much better. All right. I have that ability. I am going to... Let's see here. 2, 6, 5. This would be 10, 11. Oh, what's up? Shoot. Shoot what? Oh. Alright, well you can move them... I think they'll get an extra 1-inch movement if you want. I don't care. Alright, it's your call. If you want to move them 1 inch closer, go for it. Sure. Okay, cool. This might be a bit of a waste because I did some really bad positioning. Let me see. 12, 14... It's not too bad. I could do that. Do they have any... Oh, follow me. Allows them to take a... can use it when they're within follow me range. Or not follow me range, but that range, which means I'm going to... Alright, I'm going to use my grit ability, which is Mormagul is going to spend 1 grit. There we go, spending 1 grit. So Mormagul and Sparrow get to take their turn right now, at the same time. Sparrow, and if either of them deal damage or make you fail a composure test, I gain 1 grit per model that does that. So I spent 1, but I can get back up to 2. So Sparrow is going to shoot at, let's say Swift Calf, because Sparrow's not that great. So I'd rather just take out a rookie. Where is it? That is 5 at 5+, but she's going to aim, and it's an accurate weapon, which means it's a +4. That's going to be 9 at 5+. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Versus your defense of 1, so that'd be 3 hits, so you roll 3 Aegis at 6+. One, so you take 2 damage. It takes 2 and die, yeah. So that's 0. So alternatively, you could spend a grit to re-roll one of those dice. Okay. So make sure you knew your options. So this is a thing that happens, so a bunch of things are going to happen. Because my Sparrow wounded someone with this ability activated, I gain 1 grit. Okay? Because the Gang War works by, if I take out one of your models, I gain a number of grit equal to your rank. So that was a rookie, so that's 1 grit. So I gain 1 grit, and then because you lost the model, you lose 1 grit. Make sense? Alright. Alright. So that is Sparrow's turn, but now Mormagul gets to take his turn right now. Now he has a speed of 12 inches, which means I'm going to hit tab, not caps lock. So 12 is there. We're going to go here to 15. And then over here, yeah, he's double moving, sorry. We'll go 18. And this should be, yeah, it's under 4 inches, so base to base. Come on, get base to base. Actually, no, he does not base to base because he has a reach 2 weapon. So he's going to be 2 inches away. Probably more over here. That's okay. 2 inches, I'll do 1.5. Now, I believe because I'm entering your melee range, you can make an attack. What is the melee range on Harsh Winds? Harsh Winds has a reach of heavy improvised weapon, so that might be 1 or 2. Let me check. Here we go, so we're going to go to the gear options, go to weapons, two-handed melee, and heavy improvised is a reach of 0-1. So you are currently not in reach of Mormagul. But Mormagul is in reach of you, so when you move on your turn, I will get a free attack. because I have the extra reach. Now that's Mormagul's turn, so come on, your turn. Alright, so you can just fly over the wall, no problem. Just ignore the terrain. I don't care about calculating the angle up at that point. So that's harsh winds, you said? Or smooth winds? So he has dual weapons? Oh, push! Oh, good, good. That's a good one. Do I resist that, or you just make an attack? Oh, Bal only 6+, okay. Yeah, that's right. You make Bal attacks. And I don't get to resist it, I don't think. I'll just read while you roll. Oh, okay. So that's a soldier, so you get to reroll 2. Enforcer, so you get to reroll 3. Yeah. 1-inch push. So I just want to see about target applies defense. So I get to apply defense as normal to resist. It looks like. Really? So roll 46, counting hits based off of balance attribute. Target applies defense as normal. No damage is dealt, but instead move the target back a number of inches. Oof. Okay. Mormagul has a little bit more than 1 defense. He has 6. So, yeah, there's no movement. Yeah, I tried to break him with stupid high defense. That's why my 2 melee guys have a 6 and a 5 defense to make them as tanky as possible. And then everyone else is arranged. So there's that. Alright, that's your turn, I believe? Alright, now we're going to bring in good old Acid. Acid is going to double move. He has a 10-inch speed. So there's 7. There's 10. There's another 6, so 4 more. I'll move here. Acid has... What does Acid have? Oh, Acid has hand spikes. So that's a 0-inch range. He had... Smooth Winds has, I'm assuming, a farther range. Yojin Wraps, so also 0-inch, okay. Cool. That is Acid's turn. Oh, no? A sword, so that could be a 1-2, so you might get an attack of opportunity against Acid. Sorry, an interrupt attack is what we're supposed to be calling them. 0-1, so I believe I'm more than 1 inch away. Okay. Yeah, 1.2. Alright, I didn't even try to go that far away. Like, perfectly 1. Yeah. That was just where his movement ended. Alright, your turn. Also note, that is all of my models. So that means I end first, which means I go first next turn. Unless you decide to skip his turn. Yeah, so you can skip your last model's turn, which means you would have had the last move, which means you would go first next turn. If that makes sense. Yeah, because it's whoever stops playing... Okay. Yeah, because it's whoever finishes their turn first is the model that... Or the players who gets to go first. So if you skip the rest of your model's turns, they didn't get to have a turn, so therefore you get to go first. Now it's a new phase, right? So we remove all our move token, or not phase, it's a new, what's it called? Yeah, remove all our move tokens. Oh, what? I think I deleted acid by accident, so I'm undoing that, sorry. There we go. Alright, now my refresh abilities. So yeah, we lose 3 grit. Now I have my Cyberlink here. I control it, so I can give it an action to do, which I'm going to say generate 1 grit. So I get to get 1 grit back. I also have an ability called Spies Everywhere, which means that on refresh I can pay 1 grit to place a unupgraded rookie on the board. It has to be within 6 inches of one of my models or 12 inches of my boss. So, let's see. Alright, so I was going to spawn base to base with Smooth Winds. Did I pay my... Yeah, I paid my grit for that, yes. Because I am... Yes, that's right. So this unupgraded rookie has, like, no stats. Yeah. Like 3 health, no armor. And kind of just really sucks. However, you finished first, so it's your turn first. Swift bonus is if you move in a turn, you gain +1 Aegis. If you move at least 3 inches. Actually, I don't know if that's actually labeled anywhere, written down. Something we should probably do. Okay. So you're moving, so you don't have to within base to base, but you can if you want. Now that will provoke an attack from Mormugul. Sorry, an interrupt attack. So I can't do anything special with it, but where is it? Oh, I have a special ability that I forgot about. Oh well, I just don't use it. So Mormugul has an ability that during refresh a model within 4 inches can take its turn. But I'm not going to do that because I forgot about it. So I'm going to attack. Mormugul has his black sword. That can't be right. No, that is right. Yep. Wow. Mormugul gets a 17 at 2+. So that's not good. Yeah. I forgot how stupid I made this group. I was trying to break every rule. I'm gonna break every... Oh, no! Oh, right, you can't do more than 10. There's 10. There's 7. And these are at 2+, so... that's a 3. Okay. So that is 17 minus 3 is 14 hits. Yeah. Aegis of 6+. Defense of 2 or 4? Oh, if you moved at least 3 inches. Defense of 4 and you moved at least 3 inches, so that's a 5+ Aegis. So 4, so I have 13, so you roll 9? Yeah. So 14? Oh, it is 14, yeah. 17 minus 3 is, yeah. I need to math better. It's not too bad. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7. Now, you can... Is he a soldier? Enforcer. So 3. So you can spend as much as you want. So you can spend, like, 2 grit to reroll 6. If you wanted. It's better to do it one at a time. Or you can do both right now. Doesn't really matter. Yeah, you can choose before or after. It does not matter. Just remember, a die can only be rerolled once. So those 3 cannot be rerolled again. It was 1 save. It was one was a 5, so that's fine. It's the same result. So it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. Oof. So he is adamant. So he just flips upside down. So he stays at 0. So he goes to 0, but you pick him up and hit F. There you go. Press F for, what is it, F for respect or whatever? Yeah. That's that. That does end his turn. Now you still have to put a move token on him, because he can't move next turn. If he lives, he can spend his main and move to pop back up at 1 brawn. That's if he lives. But Mormagul's gonna charge at Smooth Winds. So he's gonna do to there. Sure, Smooth Winds will get an attack in. Barrage requires your main action. Right, because it's a spell, so casting spell costs a main. You can spend grit to reroll dice, but you can't actually use a spell, because it's just an interrupt attack, not an actual action. Which means he gets his full turn later on top of it. So Smooth Winds has Pro of 4. So he has a sword. I see he has offhand, so that's going to be +4. So you get +4 from that, +4 from his prowess, +5 from his offhand. If he... Yeah, I'm assuming, because sword is a one-handed weapon. So that's going to be 4, 8, 13... I think 14. I think there's an extra 1 in there that I'm missing. So it's going to be 14, but because you're using offhand, it's going to be at 4+ instead of 3+. a good hit. So the 4 plus, so 1, 2, 3, 4 missed. So at 14, that's 10 damage? Or 5 missed. Okay, 5 missed. Are you going to grit to reroll some? Oh, never mind. Go ahead. You have the option to reroll if you wish. The boss's brawn, I believe, is 8. Let me double check. Yes, 8 brawn. You know what? Let's say yes just because. Why not? I think you're going to need all the help you can get, and I'm willing to give it to you. Even though I'm pretty sure the rules say no, because it has come up before. But let's say, yeah, you'll get ally and melee bonus is +1, but I believe you have a bonus to make it +2, maybe? I don't know what your bonuses are. Because you have, you have pack tactics. You have your +2 pro, yeah. I think pack tactics is the one that makes it better. Or is that your, yeah, that's a thing. Alright, so yeah, so sure, let's go 3 total. Another 3 hits. Wow, look at that. So that's a total of a whole bunch. Was it 14 plus 3 is 17 minus 5 is 12. Correct? Yeah, 12. So 12. Are you going to spend any grit to reroll or no? Okay. So 12. Now I instantly subtract 6. Because, you have AP 1, so I subtract 5. So that is a total of 7 hits. I have an Aegis of 6 plus, so I roll 7. And this is only a 6 plus, but I get 1, 2. So that was 7 that got through, but I'll take 5 damage. Alright, so I take 5 damage. Now I will use my interrupt for Mormgul to use the medkit that he has to recover 3 hit points. There we go. Medkits are broken because they are an interrupt and you just heal. It needs a fix, without a doubt. So I charged 4 inches, so that means I get a +8 to my prowess. Sorry? Oh, what? You have a medkit? Oh, on who? Or Salve of Life? On Harsh Wind? Was Harsh Winds injured? Yeah, he was injured by the grenade. I think it took like 1 damage. I'm not sure if you would have used it. Because you can't use it until... Right, if they're downed, they can't use it because they need to be able to actually take an interrupt action, and when they're downed or like flipped over for adamant, they can't actually use it. Yeah. It's a weird state to be in, having this downed, and yeah. But when he comes back up, if he does come back up, he can, right when he does it, instantly chug that potion. Now, I'm going to finish my charge. This is going to be 8 plus 17 will be 25. Plus 1 for ally and melee will be 26. No, I have to do 10 at a time. This must be terrible when playing Warhammer. Yeah, it would be. Usually people will have, oof. Usually, yeah, I don't know. It might be just how I have stuff set up. I don't know. All right, here we go. Oh, and this is at 2+. Oh, that's a pretty bad roll. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 minus 24 would be 16. Smooth winds. The Enforcer has 4 hit points left. Yeah, there's very little because he hasn't moved. So 8, so 16? Yeah, 16. He takes 16 damage, minus 2, I believe Smooth Winds has. Yeah, so 14 damage at a 6+ Aegis. 6, yeah, if you want to... Oh, you can have him parry. I forgot about parry. Yes, so you can spend 1 grit to have him parry, which will be his sword skill plus his... So 4 plus his prowess, right? Because the... Is a sword defensive? Oh my goodness. I think this is like the ultimate way of doing this. Because you might actually survive. Because of this. Where is gear? Weapons. It is defensive. So defensive is +4 prowess for the purposes of parrying. If the parry is successful, negate all hits. The parrying model may move 1 inch without provoking an attack. For moving from the model, they parried. Okay. So the sword is +4. So you get +8. +4 is 12 because you don't get to get your other 2-handed fighting bonuses. Because that's not built into the parry tree. And these are just normal, so you have a 3+ CC, so 3+. So that's 10, I believe. Yeah, 10. So 10 minus the 4... Right, so I had 16 minus 2 from defense, so now it's 4. So you're taking 4 wounds at Aegis, or I can reroll, so I'm going to spend a grit to reroll 4. So that's 4 more hits. You're taking 8. So roll your Aegis at... oh yeah, okay. Alright, so 5+ Aegis, yep. Actually, I think it's more. Are you doing the dive for cover? Or hit the deck or whatever? Or just duck? Because that's the Pistolier... No. So how are you getting the +1 Aegis? Oh, you can duck from the leader. Okay, got it. My bad. Go ahead, 5+. Ah, nice. I said it was 8 dice, I believe. So that's 2 successes. So 6. Spending a grit roll, reroll 3. Oof. Okay, so those 3 cannot be rerolled. Oh. So 6. He's downed, yeah. But he's Enforcer, he just gets flipped over. But he hasn't taken his turn. So it is your turn now. So he could become triggers adamant now and stand up. Okay. All right. So he can charge for 16. No, sorry, he can't charge for 16. My bad. He charges at... Old Bull has a speed of 8, you said, plus a prowess of 5, so he can charge for 13. Because it's speed plus prowess. Alright, so you get plus 3 to your attack. So plus 7, plus 5... No, so you don't get the plus 5 from... Alright, so... Alright, yeah, you have that special weapon. Ugh. Plus 5 from dual wield. And I think it's going to be additional plus 1 if you took the proper feat tree or unlock tree. Is it? Alright, no, yeah, it's 4 plus probably, because it's not... You didn't take the warrior class, it looks like? Because it's the warrior class that gives a 5 and then an additional 1. So it's just the 4 from the sword, 4 from the shower, or shower, plus 3 from the charge. Would be 12 plus... yes. That sounds about right, yes. 16. What's the reach on your weapon, though? Because I might get an attack. 0 to 1, so I have a 1 to 2. Oh, sorry, you're charging acid, actually? So acid has a 0. So you do not provoke and interrupt. And this is 3 plus. Yeah, that's not a good one. That's not good at all. Good for me, not so much for you. Six. Acid has a defense of 5, I believe. Acid has a defense of 5. So 4, so he takes 2 damage at Aegis 5 plus. So 3. Okay. So he's going to take... so minus AP minus 1 from sword, AP minus, so minus 2, so 4. He said 6, so he's taking 3. Okay. So 3 at Aegis 5 plus. Only sword. Okay, so he's going to take 2. And I have 5 plus on this, so I take 1 damage. Yep. My turn? Just want to verify it's my turn, right? Yep. Can I choose to reroll? You know what? I'll say you can reroll. Because I don't want the game to end that quickly. Oh, God. Jeez, why did I say you could reroll? 8 more. So he is going to parry. So I'm going to spend 1 grit for 6 plus... handspikes are 12. So I get 12 dice to parry. So I'm currently at 1 damage. So how many more was it? 8 more. This is at 2 plus, which looks like all of them. So I actually take no damage after spending my grit. Alright. My turn now? Alright. Acid's turn. So he's going to take his turn. He's going to use his my special ability. What is it called? Lead by example. So I spend 1 grit, and another model can take its turn at the same time. Boop. So the other model is going to be rookie number 1 here. Rookie number 1 is going to curb stomp on Smooth Winds. Smooth Winds is dead. So that means I go up 3 grit, and you go down 3 grit, because he's an enforcer. Also, there's the... I believe there's a fear effect that kicks in. Yeah. Where is it? Where's the fear effect? Reaching victory. Playing casualties. Casualty test. When an allied model of equal or higher rank within 6 inches. So not within 6 inches. Alright, so nothing. If he was alive, he'd have to make a composure test, but he isn't. So it's a main action to stomp. You know what, I'm gonna go for it. No, I'm not. And Roshoki has a speed of 5. Gonna move right there. Then Acid is going to... Does Acid have any special abilities for dodging? I want him to have special abilities. I don't think he does. No, he doesn't. Acid does not, or Mordo has a speed of 10. Oh. Alright. Now let's see, what's the range on him? 2 inches, so Mormagul is an ally within range. Now I have to move into melee. Yeah, let's move into melee. Yes, you have to, yes. You get a free swing. Because I have to move within 0. Because good old hand spikes. Which sucks. I hate having a reach of 0. 13? Okay. That sounds about right. 4, 4, and 5, yes. Ooh, that's a good roll. That's our 3+, right? Yes, that's 12 hits. Alright. I'm going to parry. Alright, so I'm going to parry first. Did I add my 3 in from stomping? Alright, I'm not going to, because whatever. If I forgot, it's my own fault. So I'm going to parry, which is 12 plus... That's it. These are at 2+. So that's 10. So versus your 8, was it? Or you got 12? AP minus 1. So I still take no damage. Alright, so this is... What am I doing? That was a 1-inch move. I'm not going to charge, whatever. So this is going to be 12. I should charge, but no, that's kind of boring. 12 plus 1 for having Mormagul in melee. Because Mormagul has a range of 1 to 2, or reach, and it's 1.7. So it's going to be 13 dice. Two pluses. So that is 12 hits. Now you can parry as well if you wish. Alright, yep. Oh, and that's going to be 3+, I believe. Yeah, let's keep that 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 failed. So that's 10 saves. Oh, those two, yeah. My bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 8 saves, I believe. 7 saves versus my 12. So you take 5 minus 2 from defense means you take 3 wounds versus Aegis. Okay. Oh wow, good job. 0 damage. Now that's Acid's turn. Yes, it's your go. Okay. I can easily reach, because you're going to have probably some sort of reach on him. Young Bull has, oh, the Piston Punch. Piston Punch is reach 0, I believe. So the rookies have a improvised melee weapon, which is also reach 0. So if you wanted to go that way, you can do that. But there's no... Sure, you can charge. Technically, you need uninterrupted line of sight, but whatever. I can lose a model or two. So that would be speed of 7, you said, plus prow of 4 is 11. That was what, 7 inches? Yeah, say 7 inches. So that is a 4 plus... I don't know what Piston Punch stats are. Piston punch is +2. AP3. Okay. So it's going to be 6 dice. And that's a 4+. So 1 wound. Alright. No armor or no Aegis, so that is just a wound. 2 health. My turn. So Mordo is going to... Yep. Bad camera angle, my bad. So you lose... Oh, that too. I curb stomp, though. So that's, you lose 3, which means I win. Yeah. And then you lose another 3 for refresh. Yep. And I gain 3. Alright, that was a little one-sided, I would say. I did make this gang as broken as possible. I wanted to see how strong I could make as many tall, make it as tall as possible on a couple models. And that's what I did, and it worked. Any thoughts before I quit the recording? Alright. Yeah, it was fun. The one thing I did like, so this is the first game I've played where... this is the first game I've played where losing grit over time was the way we did it, and then you lose with all your grit gone. Before it was I had to defeat every single one of your models, which made the end game very tedious. Right? I had to hunt them down. It's usually the model with the most defense. I'm doing like 1 or 2 damage per time, and I really enjoyed not having to do that. Because, you know, when there's 1 model left and I have 3, it's pretty obvious who's going to win. It's just playing for the sake of playing. But this was, it ended, there's still a couple models left. Your boss was still around, and you had Young Bull. Yeah. So that was, yeah. Alright, I'm going to kill off the recording.